What's good, Fight Fam? Welcome back to the Mic Check Podcast. This is T Word, the People's Champ. Thanks for tapping in. Today we're talking about Devin Haney versus Lomachenko in the upcoming matchup in about a week. That being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate your feedback. Let's get into it. So, in this technical breakdown of skills, we're going to talk about why Devin Haney wins versus Loma. So, one of the biggest things that I noticed on film when I'm watching Devin Haney is the way he uses lead hand control to keep his opponent in the prime position to use his backhand. He uses his jab to offset anything that he believes his opponent does well. For example, if you're a combination puncher, he tries to catch you right. He tries to throw with you and catch you as you're throwing punches, or he'll evade a couple of your punches, use the sling, and then fire off his own jab and force you to reset. Lomachenko has some specific footwork issues that I noticed in the film study, courtesy of Boxing Gym's film study. Go and subscribe if you haven't already. He's going to tell you all that good shit you need to know. But there's some footwork issues that Loma has displayed, and a good jab that forces him into reset mode where he consistently shuffles his feet and resets before he begins his offense. Devin Haney can take advantage of these things and put himself ahead on the cards fairly early. The reason I mention that is because it's really important that he gets off to a fast start, simply because I have a sneaking suspicion that the cards are going to favor Loma no matter what. If it looks a little competitive and Devin isn't just physically imposing and beating him up, there's a good chance that Loma is going to be at the advantage and he's going to win a lot of swing rounds even if he doesn't deserve them. So Haney's jab forcing him to put his hands in his pocket and reset his feet is going to look better for the judges and sway some early rounds. And that way, something that was brought to my attention, Devin potentially fading later in the fight and his production going down, he'll be ahead on the cards and bank some rounds. So if he's 50-50 for, let's say, the last third of the fight, he's still in a good position to win. Something else that I think will be important is he needs to be a little bit more strategic with his backhand. Sometimes he throws like a right. It's like a swivel. It's somewhere between a hook and an uppercut. It's not the prettiest punch, but it is effective because it comes off a jab. So he'll double up and it's a 1-1 and then that swivel punch, and it'll make somebody like Lomachenko reset. Not to mention the fact that Devin is physically bigger. When they met after the fight, when Lomachenko faced, what was his name, Jermaine Ortiz, and Devin Haney came into the ring for the challenge, basically Loma said, middleweight, you look like a heavyweight. And, everybody took it for a joke, but the truth of the matter is, and let everybody know, Loma feels like Devin Haney is a big somebody. So when you think about that, you know that he can impose his physical presence on Loma, and I think that can help him win the fight. Also, I think defensively, while he has some good elements of the Philly shell, I think he should abandon it altogether because he's had issues with the southpaw jab. So what he'll need to work on, or he should be working on at this point, is using his lead hand to trigger like a tripwire, and that will force Loma to do certain things offensively. So if he pushes it back, this is something we talked about with the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fight. Push it and force him to throw like a jab. Tap it and get him to hook off it or throw up. You could start to like maybe telegraph what Loma's wanting to do. And if you can dictate what he's going to do each time you touch his glove, you can anticipate that, and then you can already have a counter in the holster ready to go. So I think that that's going to be important for him to get ahead. So if I had to give 3 keys, it's going to be stymie Loma's footwork, so force him into reset mode, control the lead hand by setting up timing, setting up tripwires and triggers that make him do certain things when you touch his lead hand. And then finally, clean up the defensive stuff a little bit and reserve some gas, like get your punches off early, but also try to keep something in the tank so you don't fade late, especially against a guy like Loma who's known for having better second halves than first halves. I think those are the things that are going to make Devin Haney appear at least to the judges like he's in control of the fight and give him an opportunity to remain the undisputed champion at 135. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you, I really want to see him and Tank in there, and if he's not the undisputed champion, I just don't think it'll happen anytime soon. So I need to see him in there because that's the fight that I want to have. All right, so we'd love to get your thoughts. This has been T for the Mic Check Podcast. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.